Yeah, man, Elliott Wilson, welcome to K.R.I.T. We're back in Atlanta. I've been here many times, but you haven't seen this man in a while right here, man. Big K.R.I.T.
What's happening, man? Big K.R.I.T.
what up, baby?
Representative is going down, man.
Getting slimmer.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing my thing. You know
every time I see you,
hey,
baby.
when I hit the stage, it's going to be even more energy. You ain't got to worry about it.
And we're setting the bar. They see 86 on the
yeah, you know what I'm saying? 86, you know what I'm saying? 1986, Monte Carlo, born in 86. You feel me? So
I remember in the mixtape with this It's Better This Way, you were saying, you know, they know you from
yeah.
Cadillac.
Yeah.
You pioneered that. You Cadillactica out.
Yeah, but the Monte Carlo is...
The 86.
Yeah, gotta bring it out.
So what's the significance of this?
I mean, well, this is the first car, like, well, not this particular, this car right here, but the first car I ever bought off of music was a 1986 Monte Carlo, European Grill. And it's just been that car for me from here on out, you know what I'm saying? I ended up buying this one in Mobile, Alabama. I was shooting a video, and I've been working on it since 2012, and we got a lot more work to do. You feel me? But we got them 15s in the back. So
this can't even touch the rain.
I mean, no. It's just only sunny days. Only sunny days, man. Only sunny days, you feel me?
And so what's up with this music, man? A double album, man? You go away, you take things to extremes. You go away for a couple years, man. You're independent right now, moving.
Yes.
And we getting 24 songs?
Yeah, it was 22. 22 records, but I had to come back through the double album. The entire album's called Forever's a Mighty Long Time. But one side is Big K.R.I.T. and the other side is Justin Scott. And it's just showing that duality as an artist and me just really being able to, just the creativity of it all, right? And, you know, I got the Big K.R.I.T. side, which got that trunk knocking, that 808 subwoofing, but then the Justin Scott side is just the more introspective. And I've always been the kind of artist that had a problem sequencing these kinds of records, even with Forever and a Day, and I showed you how you deal with these things in life. Yeah. But now I had the opportunity to just split it all down the middle and dedicate all my time to creating something that would be great for the car, something great for the club. But then on the opposite spectrum, the Justin Scott side would be something for the house, to get your mind right, to get your life in order, so yeah.
So it's almost like 2 albums.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Like 2 separate albums, 2 different vibes.
Definitely.
Well, I don't think we're gonna hit all the songs, man, but we need the essentials from both sides, man.
We're gonna play all of them, man.
Let's get it, man. Big K.R.I.T., man. K.R.I.T.
Let's go, bro. Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't intend for it to be, what, like 3 years since the last project or something?
Definitely not. I would say, you know, just dealing with the label and just coming off of Cadillac-ica and, you know, and what that did, but knowing that I had to come back even harder and I had to come back even more creative, I just decided to take as much time as I possibly could and then live life. Yeah. I think sometimes when it comes to, you know, these albums and music and stuff like that, man, you get so caught up in being in the studio and touring, you don't really get to experience or enjoy life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The album want to play itself.
Because they know it's time,
exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something with this exposed, to get a little hot in here.
I was going to say, I need to take this jacket off.
You might want to take the jacket off.
The jacket is like, yo, this is a serious ride right here.
Yeah, nah, man, I don't want you to be in here busting no sweat, and we can't really roll these windows down now. Because the AC in the old school,
The AC a little suspect?
Yeah, a little suspect, man. You know how that is.
So it's time. So the Big K.R.I.T. side, and you said the Justin Scott side.
Yeah, definitely. And
would you feel it all kind of like a lot of times, like even with Jay-Z's album and different albums, it seems like people are being kind of more comfortable being vulnerable in music and stuff like that?
Definitely, man.
Was it a challenge for you to give so much on this Justin Scott side of yourself? Do you feel like?
Not really, based off because of the space I happened to be in at the time. Yeah. With life, and just wanted to be transparent, you know what I'm saying? And then records like The Vent, Hometown Hero were always those kinds of records that, you know, people enjoyed a lot as well, and I never mind, you know, putting out, you know, talking about my family and my relationships with my friends and stuff like that. So, you know, when it came time to do Justin Scott's side, it was almost like a relief that I didn't have to figure out how to sequence those records around Trump records or something like that, man. And it just flowed, you know, and whatever I was dealing with at the time, whatever anxiety I may have had, or you know, or anything about the industry or whatever was going on in society, I could just talk about it and rap about it, and that be that. Okay. You know, and so it wasn't as difficult, man. And I was, you know, going through a lot anyway, just worrying about what I was gonna do next and how people were gonna respond to me after so many years of being gone. Yeah. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
But first, you're going to hit him in the head with the Big K.R.I.T. side, right?
Yeah,
so
I got
how you want to start this, man? How you want to start this contest?
With the intro, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got to start off with the intro.
True MCs love the intro, baby.
Oh, yeah.
done came a long way from niggas throwing CDs out the window like I made a Christmas better than veteran rappers. Favorite rappers, conscious of travel and a Mississippi. Dirty southern motherfucker, kicking like a red fucking red white top. Shit, them niggas, my rhyme, cold hands, I'm back, I'll find full mind, body and soul, and then to the most high, even when times got low. Look how they hate me, but copy me, possibly I was the one with components and properties to be the greatest of all time. But you won geography lottery, so I keep kicking, flipping tables, chosen in favors, but being major with giant is great. Unfortunate favors, you fuck for the label, truth is what made me. Settle down, settle down. I was angry, but I'm better now. Niggas
said I was angry, but I'm better now.
I'm better now, you know. Mount Olympus was definitely angry, you know, and even I'm from the underground, you know, and just coming from that perspective of wanting people to understand that I was lyrical, you know, and that the music was jamming and wanting the same opportunities, and then being from the South and being from Mississippi, you know, you go from just wanting to put people on to it to being very aggressive or angry when people don't understand it. You know?
But how do you get better now? You mean that you don't allow yourself to get caught up in that, and you make your own peace and your calmness with it, or acceptance, I guess?
And even on that intro, the beginning and the spoken word part is Justin Scott, that aspect, talking to Big K.R.I.T, more like it's all good. You know, what we've done is going to live forever, and any negativity or anything or views about the creativeness, Justin Scott's going to have to deal with that, because the way people view Big K.R.I.T and the idea of Big K.R.I.T is always going to live on.
Yes.
You know, so.
Because you've established so much.
Exactly.
But actually, before we're going to do, why don't we get into Confetti? Because you did give us that first.
Yeah.
Like, why did you decide that, okay, I'm going to give you all this? It's been a minute. It's been more than a minute.
Because I can rap. I got a song. I can rap.
You said I can rap, Elliot?
I can go off, and people.
So what does confetti mean to you?
Confetti is like when you. It's from the perspective of knowing you have the talent, knowing you have the skill. You didn't necessarily win that one time, right? But the person that did win don't even know how to celebrate the win because they never expected it in the first place. So you go back in, you go work hard, you go train more, and then you don't never let that happen again, right? And so I like to look at the very beginning of my career to some degree, where it was like I was on it, I had it, I was doing what I was doing, but there were certain things that just didn't play out. But I know that that's where I was supposed to be. I know I see it now better than ever. I went back into the studio and I went even harder this time.
Let's play a little of that, man. Come on.
Bet.
I gotta feel that energy in 86.
Oh yeah, man. Well it's gonna knock too.
Yo, confetti ain't even heavy, nigga. Got the win, I want the record, nigga. What's the crime if you don't protect it, nigga? What's the name if they don't respect it, nigga? Nah, yo, confetti.
You've had your ups and downs and how you view things and your frustrations. To me, you've always presented yourself that you are on a long journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never even presented yourself as like, you know, a fellow freshman that's not here anymore.
Exactly.
A lot of those out there. You know what I mean? Like you've always been on that, like, I realize this is going to be this is a journey. This is a long journey.
I mean, because longevity was extremely important to me, right? And I think of all the artists that I grew up listening to. You're talking about Outkast, UGK, A-Ball, and MJG. You know, watching Andre 3000 literally transform into another kind of artist in front of you, right? To just go from rapping to singing, and you see where that longevity kicks in, right? Because you just keep growing, and it never stops. The transformations, and so I was like, I'm that kind of artist, and I was making music that wasn't necessarily rap early in my career, very soulful, singing. Not necessarily trying to kick it lyrically, but just trying to be on some funk kind of feel too. Yeah. And I was like, man, at some point I would like to be there, or I have something that was real bluesy. I'm like, damn, at some point I would like to do that. Yeah. So it's the mindset is that I'm always gonna keep making music as long as I'm breathing. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm able to. And it'll never stop. You know, one thing may happen, or one win, and I'll just keep going.
But also so much you're producing your own content too.
Definitely.
So how does that either, you know, in your mind, like help or hurt, you know, because they can't peg you one way, right? Like you put everything, it's all you.
Yeah.
Right?
The comfort zone, man, that's how it can hurt you. I started that comfort zone, because you'll get so comfortable with creating the same template for yourself. And it's easy to do. You know what that is. You know what that.
The pocket
drum,
you like.
and you gonna rap on it, and you gonna do you, and it works. People love it. It works, but it doesn't elevate you.
You can't grow.
You can't grow at all. Not at all. You know, but how it does help me, it allows me to open up when it comes to working with other producers and risk take. Right? To, you know, like, you know what? I'm gonna rap on something 3/4 today. You know what? I'm gonna rap on something with just piano. You know, I'm just gonna use drums. You know, and still know that I can make this jam, and I just gotta work on it hard enough. So I'm gonna play this one, Southern Style. So, you know, I'm known for my sub, you know, series 1, 2, and 3.
Of that.
Yeah, so this is 4. So I'm gonna hit you with this real quick.
Oh, this is my stuff on 4?
Yep.
Trump knocking when I drive, my soul came alive. Transformer in my ride, my soul came alive. When them hoes outside, my soul came alive. They saying bass dive, my soul came alive. My soul came alive. My soul came alive. My soul came alive. They saying bass dive, my soul came alive. Got you on the creek while everybody gon' sleep. A dog on the leash. Only way it speaks, motherfucker out on Twitter, that's the same for police. I never turn it down on some ride in these streets. Come alive with the board, crack the curb out of yard, bump the seats out the back. A monster's in the car, and the monster when it starts. He only coming large, come alive for the star, but he came from my garage.
So the Big K.R.I.T intro, Confetti, and that song, they're on the Big K.R.I.T side, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, they on that side. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to.
Got a lot of heat, got a lot of heat. You can't even pick, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna play this one since we're in Atlanta, and I was very much influenced by Outkast, Dungeon Family, and Organized Noise, man. It's a record right here with Sleepy Brown and CeeLo.
Okay. Oh, so you got some features. Yeah. A couple of things
on
the low.
No, there's features. We just wanted people to focus on the fact we dropping music. There's features.
Okay, the original listing, you didn't put it out there.
Definitely. No,
so this features CeeLo Green,
CeeLo Green,
Brown.
And Sleepy Brown.
And it's called what?
Get Up to Come Down.
Get Up to Come Down.
Trying to get up to come down. Got that play shit by the pound. They go with the lax in the crowd. Make it with them hoes come down.
There's a little story that must be told. A wild young nigga off a Cowboyton Road. I was raised in Kings Ridge where it wasn't no rules. Robbing niggas for they starter jackets and shoes. Yeah, I've done some real things. Family full of fiends. 40 ounce of Old English, that's a Newport King. Went from a pocket full of pieces and 74 caprices to a beans and a brim and buckhead. Thank you, Jesus. Boy, I'm James Jones when I'm whipping the Bereans. A rollie on my wrist and a super bad bitch. You know it's outside. You can tell by the color. Get a good look, cause there'll never be another. Rolls, 100 spokes, what you expect? And trust me, money can't buy you that respect. Gotta put it out of love and get it out the mud. And it'll come round, I'll get out the way, I'm coming down.
You lit his fire on that one, man.
I got a CeeLo verse, boy.
You got a verse of him talking the street shit.
Talking that shit. Yeah, man. I got CeeLo rapping, boy.
So you got one more on the K.R.I.T side?
On the K.R.I.T side. I'm gonna play this. It's called 1999.
Woo.
They got Lloyd on it.
Okay.
And,
Shout out to
Fresh. Yeah, Manny Fresh produced it.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go right here.
Here we go. 1999.
You know I love you, shout it. Or maybe I'm just kidding. But the way you pop that pussy shit, I'm all up in it. Tight and fit. Bounce that ass up, gotta climb up the pole. If she ever hit the stage, I'ma be at her show. Cause she my favorite type. That bust it open, bust it, baby, but she ladylike. Oh, I'm talking head wraps and sundresses. Heels for her flexing, ain't no time she won't let me. That boxing, stretching on the late night. She got the kind of glove that gets me if the play's right. That fly out, you in that ass, have a safe flight. And I'ma beat her when she land, cause she never stood a chance since that bow-legged stance. Told her back that ass up.
Like 1999, back that ass up. Like 1999, back that ass up. Like it's 1999. Baby, just drive it for me one more time. Argue with some bad shit, bad shit, making niggas spend this cash.
That all come together, man. That hook is clever, man.
Yeah, I know.
Back that up like 1999.
Manny. I was in the studio working with Manny, and he played me the record, and I was like, I have to have that.
Yeah.
Cause I understand even sonically, and they understand like the nostalgia of it, but then how it still feel like now.
Yeah.
Right? And
which isn't easy to accomplish.
Oh, it's very difficult to do. And then it still gives me the opportunity to be still grown up in the perspective, but then I can still that bounce and that cadence and you know what I'm saying? Like you can ride summertime, windows down, kick it, play it, be in a strip club, play it. You know what I'm saying? Might be at a wedding, play it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations. But so I'm gonna start on the Justin Scott side, and so you can hear the total difference. Keep the Devil Off was definitely one. Yeah. So you want to run that one? How you feel?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Keep the devil off. Keep the devil off. Keep the devil off. Keep the devil off. Keep the devil off.
I'm proud of these records.
The arrangements, man, that's the producer side, right? The arrangements, right?
Man,
every little thing, the church organ elements and the breakdowns. And do you drive yourself crazy, like in the studio and stuff like that? Mix downs? Are you like a mix down maniac?
Oh yeah, we took a large amount of time mixing this album, man. But then even with the arrangement, shout out to the homie Michael, engineered by Wolf, man. Like cause that's my engineer, and so. Sitting there
partner in crime.
And when, like right? Brainstorming, and like the records have to move and they gotta change. It just can't be the same thing over and over again. And I decided with this album, it's like, nah, man, if we're working with live instrumentation and musicians, and we can go there, and yeah, man, sitting down with the homie, and he's a genius all in his own right too, man. And yeah, you be able to come up with these grand builds in these records.
That song has a lot of things. Ooh, why did you decide to click and it would go so strong with that sentiment,
I mean, because I think we got to keep the devil off, and we got to definitely stay away from the negativity, and there's so much going on in society right now. Like, look, man, I think that's a message that if you ain't trying to keep the devil off, I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those messages, man, and
that fits the times of today, right?
Yeah. And every time, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, it's just about trying to stay away from that negativity and that bad, and and that evil, and trying to be on that good tip, that positivity. You know what I'm saying?
All right, back to the Justin Scott side of things.
Definitely.
Keep the devil off me.
So I'm gonna play this next one record called Mixed Messages, brother.
Mixed Messages?
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of that out there, man.
I love her and I hate her at the same time. I'm whack and I'm dope in the same rhyme. I'm dull but I'm glossed in the same shine. It's confusing on a sunny day. I never really liked all the fake shit, but I'm attracted to the fake ass and fake tits. That's why I made a song like Original to remind me of what fake is. I wanna be rich, but I'm giving back. I love her like none other, but don't get attached. Screaming peace over beats, but I grab the strap. I help you make a meal, but I got a cap. It's still fuck you, but I give you dap. I really wanna sing, but I better rap. God on my line after all, but I ain't pick up when he called. Matter of fact, I ain't pick up at all, cause my bills paid now. Set my grace now, my lights are still on. So why would I pray now? Home is the best place for me. So why would I stay now? Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Contradictions we all have at times.
Definitely, man. And that record couldn't have been on on Big K.R.I.T side. It had to live on Justin Scott's side, because I think all of us had that superhero that lives inside of us. That person that when we go to our jobs or when we are out in front of people that, that's who we are. But then when we at home and shit fucked up, when you're dealing with anxieties and depressions and things, it's a totally different, separate side. But then most of the stuff that you really enjoy doing, normally 9 times out of 10 is bad for you, and you know it, but you still do it anyway. The idea of like going to a strip club, but I don't want to see my sister in it. It's these things and these messages, and as an artist, you want to paint you just love to paint, like you love to create. And so sometimes when you write a certain kind of song and people didn't expect it, it's more like, oh, he's switching up, oh, he's changing, boom, boom, boom. But you always had in mind, like, man, I just want to create. I just want to make something new or different. And for me and a lot of my content, it might have created some kind of mixed message to people. And I just wanted to address that in the way that I knew how.
Absolutely, and do it well.
I want to end on this note. This record's called "Bury Me in Gold." DJ Khalil produced this one as well.
Okay.
And the lovely voice that's singing on is Nikki Greer.
All I ever wanted was a gold chain with the gold ring. Twinkle, twinkle, cause they gold mine. Candy paint with the gold flakes, they gold. Said grin as she smile with a gold tooth. I got a gold tip, it golden like King Tut. Off in those pictures of that gold that would flicker, make it hard to call me nigga. Cause the chains ain't the chain they chained us up with. This rope ain't the rope they hanged us up with. 24K gold face with the Rolex. Invisible stick with the grill, that's how gold tastes. Jordan 7's golden moment with the gold lace. Gold time, gold mine to the gold gates. If I die, bury mine in a gold case. Slow down, never mind, it's a gold chase. Going for the gusto in a gold plate.
What was some of the biggest things you think personally you went through in the last 3 years that sort of helped shape the album?
I mean, not only the life changes, you know, as far as physically and trying to get myself right, but also trying to get my mind right, you know, doing more reading, talking to a lot of these OGs and people around me, and instead of it being a surface conversation about music, it's like a real life, man, how are you dealing with your anxiety? How are you dealing with depression? And then you start to find out that a lot of the things that we utilize as, you know, our vices, or you medicate a lot of the internal issues we're already dealing with. And so getting to that and not drinking so much, and then finding myself sober and creating, because at one point I told myself I couldn't write a song if I wasn't sober. Like if I had to drink, I need a shot. And I was fooling myself. And literally the Justin Scott side is, it's the roller coaster of my life and emotional things, from, you know, fears, insecurities, anxieties, you know, dealing with alcohol and all those things. But then it's also, you get to bury me in gold, right? Where it's still that realization that I might have went through all that, but I still want peace of mind. I'm still searching for understanding. I still want to be the best person I can be. You know, and and that's why I'm so excited for people to hear both.
You took your time and you delivered, man.
Yeah, bro.
Passed the car test.
Thank you. Hey, I passed the car test. I hope my car knocked harder than anybody car you done been in there for, too. I know it's the hottest one you done been in probably so far.
It's the hottest one, definitely.
Yeah,
The sound amazing, man. The quality of it, 86, baby.
Yeah, man. That's all that matters, man. But I appreciate you riding around.
Welcome back, K.R.I.T.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, car test is a rap, man. Yo, it's hot in that 86, man.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. We in the side, man. We ride clean, man.
I like when you have the horn, you have to wave to people like,
hold on, fall back. They see the car though, so we ain't worried, man. We ain't tripping.
Yo, man, but you said forever took a long time. You took a long time with this record, man. You delivered, K.R.I.T, man.
Doubt.
Congratulations,
Man,
brother. Glad you're
brother.
back.
Thank you, man. Forever was a mighty long time, man. Go get that, man. Double album, Big K.R.I.T, Justin Scott. Believe that, though.
Yeah, car test, title.
Hey, 1986.